Today we are reading Ruan Mei's lab log. It is a precious record Ruan Mei made during her research. Number 92. Research objective: create a life form of absolute rationality. Research result: it stayed motionless and eventually died of insanity. Reason for failure: life and absolute rationality appear to be incompatible. Number 524. Research objective: nurture number 8 Lambda. Research result: number 8 Lambda smiled and then disappeared. Reason for failure: number 8 Lambda seemed unwilling to come back. Number 1024. Research objective: create a life form with a distributed existence. Research environment: an accelerator and a spatial incubator. Research method: bombard a fragmentum creation with high-energy particles to split it into multiple life forms in the quantum state. Research procedure: accelerate high-energy particles and bombard the confined experimental subject until it splits. Feed it fruits blessed by abundance to sustain its life until the splitting is complete. Expected result: the subject will become a distributed life form that can exist at multiple locations simultaneously. The information gained by any one of its split forms would be passed on to all other split forms. Research result: the subject obliterated itself after 123 seconds. Reason for failure: intense sadness was detected by the emotion detector. The subject seemed to discern some sort of truth after receiving excessive information. It was overwhelmed by sadness and chose to end itself by its own will. However, the particles it left behind are still singing at the volume of an atom. Subject disposal: non-applicable, confidential. Number 1732. Research objective: create life forms that are natural-born geniuses. Research environment: special incubator. Research method: mix, stir, and heat. Research materials: enlightenment, practice, and starquakes. Add the 3 materials at a ratio of 1:1:1 to make their intellect substrate. Other materials: genius traits, including but not limited to Planet Screwlum's unique machine oil, Yu Xing Tu's poisonous cocktail, Sir Call's spider silk, fragments of Herda puppets, and number 22 Aiden's handwriting. Research procedure: number 1. Optimistic genius. Add 2 spoonfuls of Planet Screwlum's unique machine oil. Number 2. Pessimistic genius. Add 3 drops of number 55 Yu Xing Tu's poisonous cocktail. Number 3. Anxious genius. Add the extract of number 29 Sir Call's spider silk. Number 4. Aggressive genius. Add the fragments of Herda puppet. Number 5. Altruistic genius. Add the ink extracted from number 22 Aiden's handwriting. Expected result: add traits of the different geniuses into the intellect substrate to create life forms with the corresponding trait. Research result: failure. Reason for failure: number 1. The concentration of genius trait within the subjects is too low, highly likely. Number 2. The geniuses are mediocre, highly unlikely. Number 3. Too much enlightenment was added during the experiment, causing the subjects to develop a tendency to imitate their creator, unlikely. Number 4. The genius materials gathered by the creator were counterfeit, highly unlikely. Subject disposal: to be shelved or sealed after collecting them together. Number 1733. Date: redacted, star calendar. Research objective: nurture the emanator of propagation. Research environment: special incubator. Research method: smelt redacted and inject the redacted extract into the protoplasm. Research materials: redacted. The beginning and the end of the swarm disaster, and the data left behind by the Imperator Insectorum. Other materials: memory bubbles, planar fragments, simulated eons protoplasm, and spore mimicry. Research procedure: using planar fragments as the substrate, add memory bubbles, simulated eons protoplasm, and spore mimicry. Then extract the energy from the path of propagation from the swarm disaster data. Lastly, drop in the data left behind by the Imperator Insectorum into the substrate. Expected result: the cloned emanator of propagation will be born and exist for 56 seconds. Research result: successful. The subject obliterated itself after 56 seconds. Subject disposal: self-obliteration.